Hello everyone, welcome. This is Upper West Side Kenshikai Karate at Home. We're going to do a kids karate class in just about 2 minutes. So if you are just joining us right now, I just want to remind everyone at home to make sure that you have a safe space for exercise. So you're going to want to look around your room right now. I'm in my living room, but whatever room you're in, just spread out your arms and your legs and just make sure there's no furniture in the way, there's no people in your way, that you're in a safe space to do your exercise. If you want to go grab a sip of water before we start, make sure you're dressed appropriately and also in a safe outfit for exercise. Try not to wear socks because they can be slippery. And I will be right back. We're going to start in just about 1 minute. Hi, B. Hello again. For those of you just joining us, this is Kids Karate for ages 5 and up. We're going to start in just about 30 seconds. Like I always say on Wednesdays, unlike our Zoom classes, I obviously cannot see you. So if you are joining us from home and you want to do what B did and just give a little type into the comments, tell us who's here. I see that B is here, and anyone else who's watching at home, I see that Helena is here. So feel free to just type in and let me know that you're joining us. If this is your very first time joining our karate class, welcome. We're going to do a bunch of different things. Some of it will be stuff that you've probably seen or done before. Some of it will be new. Anything that's new, don't worry. You can always follow along and do the best you can. All right, so we are going to get started by standing in our statue. We're going to stand really tall and strong with our fists nice and tight by our side. And then we're going to bring our feet together and our hands together, making this little like X shape with our hands. We're going to stand up really tall and we're going to close our eyes. Take a deep breath. We want to start to get our brain and our body ready for karate. And open your eyes, step off to the side. Nare. Start shaking out your arms, start shaking out your legs. So when I say go, we're just going to start running in place. On your mark. Get set, go. Start moving those feet for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch your arms out really big. Put one hand on your waist. Reach over your head and stretch off to the side. Switch to the other side. Very good. Put both hands on your waist and just circle your hips a little bit like you're doing a hula hoop. Circle them the other way. Okay, take one arm, stretch it out. Again, make sure you're safe. Make sure you're not going to hit your walls or your couch or anything like that. Just start circling one arm forward. Switch it to circling one arm backwards. Put it down. Take the other arm, circle it forward. Circle it backwards, both arms backwards, both arms forward. And now a little bit of a challenge. You're going to circle one arm forward, keep it going, and try to bring the same arm backwards. So you notice if you do it one backward and one forward, they're going to meet at the top in this kind of zigzaggy pattern. All right, cool. Shake it out. Shake your head, say yes. Shake your head, say no. Circle your head around, big circle. Very good. Shake out your hands, shake out your feet. We are ready to go. So for, again, those of us who are at home who are a little bit newer to karate, let's first go over how we make a really strong fist. Obviously, Helena and B and anyone at home who's done this before, you guys know how to do this, but let's all do it together. So we're going to open our hands really big. We're going to roll our fingers down so only our thumb is sticking out. And then you guys know, thumb goes on the outside. That's our really tight fist. These knuckles in the front are the bumpy ones that we want to aim at our target. Again, we don't want that in there, right? That's not a good fist, and we're going to squish up our thumb. So really tight, straight out, bumpy knuckles at the target. So right now, your target is going to be somewhere right in front of you. So if you're looking at me, you can aim for like right here in my belly. Don't really aim me in the belly, but you just pretend. If you're looking off into your room, find something that's right across from your belly and stare at it, right? And what we're going to do, this hand is out, this hand is in the chamber, it's upside down, and we're just going to switch hands. Ready, itch, boom. This hand pulls to my chamber, this hand goes in front of my belly. Again, the chamber hand is upside down, the hand in the front is right side up. If you're new to karate and you get confused about where your hand goes, don't worry about it. So long as you're switching hands, you're good. And cheat, go, look, sitch, hey Ruby, hutch, coup, and ju, ki-ai. So why do we ki-ai? We ki-ai to make our punch a little bit stronger, a little bit faster, a little bit more powerful. It feels a little funny to ki-ai in our house, so we're just going to do it 4 times. Ready, ich, ki-ai, ni, ki-ai, san, ki-ai, chi, ki-ai. Bring your hand up, so now it's in front of your face. So if you see mine, I'm really trying to aim it in front of my nose, so much so that it hides my face. So if I were facing this way, you would see it's right across from my face. So across from my nose. Ready, 1, switch those hands, chamber, up punch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and ki-ai, 10. Ki-ai, 4 times, ready, ich, ki-ai, ni, ki-ai, san, ki-ai, chi, ki-ai. Bring that hand down toward the floor. We're punching down. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and big ki-ai, 10. Ki-ai. Punching down with ki-ai. Ich, ki-ai, ni, ki-ai, san, ki-ai, chi. Good. Everyone, shake out your arms for a second. So, for those of you who are newer to karate, we're just going to do our up, middle, down combination. So I'm going to show that one first, then more advanced students at home, I'll give you a different one. So if you're newer to karate, if you're a white belt, or today is your first day joining us, or you haven't been doing it that long, you're going to do up, go ahead, the other hand's going to go middle, and the other hand's going to go down. Notice I just did those 3 punches that we did in what we call a combination. So again, it's going to be up, middle, down. Try to not do the same hand 3 times. Try to switch hands every time. So that's for you newer people at home. For students at home who are blue belts and yellow belts and higher, we're going to do all 5. So we're going to go up, middle, down, middle, up. So I can't see you guys at home, but I trust that you know what to do. I'm going to do the 3 for people who are newer, who want to follow along. And again, more advanced students, you're doing 5. Go. Up, middle, down. Everyone else keep going. 2 more. Good. Go. 1, 2, 3. Up, middle, down. The hand in the chamber always starts the next round. Go. See? Good. Now this one's in the chamber. It's going to start the next round. Go. Helena, you can try this, the 5 too. I know that you're not a blue belt yet, but you're pretty advanced at this point. Go. So for you, Helena, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is fine. Go. Up, middle, down. Go. Yes, 5 for you, Rubes. That's you. Go. 1, 2, 3. Go. So now, whenever we're doing a combination, we ki-ai on the down punch. Or the last punch, in this case, is the down punch. And for 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, ki-ai on the up punch. For the 3, ki-ai on the down punch. Go. Ki-ai. Go. Ki-ai. 1 more. Go. Ki-ai. Nare. Nare means coming back to that statue, right? So we're going to do something a little bit silly to kind of shake out our body a little bit. So what I want you guys to do is when I say go, you're going to start moving around and going crazy, right? When I say freeze, we're going to come back to that statue and we're going to hold it for 5 seconds. And your 5 seconds, I want you to really, really, really be still. And go. Shake it around. Go a little crazy. You can punch and kick too. Move, 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 move. Freeze. Good. So the idea is the minute I say freeze, everything stops. Your whole body, suddenly it's like you get zapped with an ice zapper. And you're like, oop, I'm in ice now. Go, shake it out, punch and kick. You can shadow box at home. You can move, 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 freeze. Good, so if you do it right, if I could see you, it should look like your computer is frozen. When you see me, that's what it should look like. You should be like, hey, she and Jennifer, there's something wrong. That's what I want you guys to think. I want you to think that I froze my computer. And go, move around, move around, move around, punch and kick, dance around, dance around, dance around, freeze. Very good, I'm not frozen, I promise. One more time, go. Move around, move around, move around, move around, freeze. Very nice. So why do we do that? Helps us learn to control our body. Why do we need to control our body? It's not just so we don't get in trouble, right? We need to control our body to make our karate moves really, really sharp and really, really strong. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take our hands, instead of having them out like this, we're going to bring them both up like this. So these are it's not like when we're like this and covering our head like we sometimes do. It's really out, open chest, big muscles, right? We call this Seiken Ago Suki. So we're going to punch out and then right back to this position. Again, not covering our head. That's a little bit different. Big and open. So if I were here, it looks like this, right? I'm coming out and I'm coming back to my head. Ich, mi, san, chi, go, ruk, sich, hach, ku, and ki ju. All right, so hands up. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say a number. Whatever number I say, that's how many punches I want you guys to do. So if I say 1, 1 punch and pull back. If I say 2, 1, 2. If I say 3, so on and so forth. And 1, 2, 2. Switch hands every time. 3, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Okay, you guys are on your own. I'm just going to say the number. You do that number of punches. Remember, we're punching from here. 6, 7, 7 punches. 8, 8 punches. Get a little faster if you can. 9. And now we're going to do 10 super fast punches all together. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop your hands by your side. Shake them out. Okay, so we're going to reorient our body to a slightly different position. I'm going to back up so you can see a little bit more of my body. So I'm going to step back, and I'm going to pick up what we call a fighting stance. We don't call it a fighting stance because we're going to get in a fight. We call it a fighting stance because our body is ready to protect ourselves. So notice, if you can see, you can't see my whole body right now, but you might be able to notice I have a front leg, it's my left leg, and I have a front hand, that's my left hand. I'm in my fighting stance with my front leg and my front hand, and notice that they're on the same side, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to start by moving forward and moving back with just our jabbing hand, our front hand. This other hand's going to stay up by our head. So I want you to keep moving forward until you run out of space, and then when you run out of space, you're just going to stay in your spot. So it's going to look like this. See how I'm moving forward, but now I'm out of space, so I'm just going to stay here and keep punching, right? And then when I say back, I'm going back. So what is the motion of my feet? The motion of my feet, I'll show you by turning the camera down, is going to be a little slide. Not a foot switch, not a step, but a little slide. So if you can see my feet now, right? So I'm going, right, like a gallop. It's like I'm galloping, right? If I'm going this way, you can see slide, slide. So that's what I'm doing with my feet. I'm doing a little gallop forward and a little gallop back. And as I'm doing that, I'm throwing that front hand, which we also call a jab. So here I am, left leg, left hand, forward. Keep it going. So when you get up in the front, just pop that in. If I went slow, notice I'm popping those bumpy knuckles out and back to my head, out and back to my head. Go backwards. Again, keep going until you run out of space. Forward. Backward, forward, backwards. Switch your feet. So now I have another front hand, right? And a new front leg. Forward, keep that other hand up by your head. Backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. Switch your feet. So now we're going to add the backhand, which we call a cross or a reverse punch. We're not going to switch. Notice the position of my belly. So it's coming from back here. So to get it to be a really strong punch, see how my belly's turning. Bam. So throw that punch. Bam, right? So when we put them together, it looks like that. 1, 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide forward 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, punch. Hands up. Slide backwards. 1, 2, 3. Remember, I still have my left leg in front. 1, 2. Forward. Slide, slide, slide. 1, 2. Backward. Slide, slide, slide. 1, 2. Forward. Backwards. Forwards. Backwards. Switch your feet. New front hand. New backhand. Forward. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Backward. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Forward. Backward. Forward. Backward. Pick it up. Forward. Backward. Forward. Say ki. Come back. Shake it out. Take a deep breath. So one of the things we talk about in our Central Park classes, but it is also appropriate for when we're at home, is when you feel yourself start to get out of breath, take some deep breaths. You don't have to stop. Out of breath doesn't mean, oh no, I'm going to fall asleep. No, it just means you're working hard and you need to remind yourself to take some deep breaths, and then you'll still have some energy. So let's do it one more time. Take a deep breath. Very nice. Shake it out. So we're going to go back to that fighting stance with our left leg in front. Tap that front leg. That's that one in the front. For you guys, it should be your left. We're going to throw a front leg front snap kick. So our knee's going to go up. We're going to snap and put our foot down. I'll show from a different angle for people who don't know this kick. It's knee, foot out, down. Like that, right? So front leg, front snap kick. Kick. Again, kick. Again, kick. Again, kick. And one more. Kick. Switch your feet. Front leg, front snap kick again. 1. This should be the other leg now. For you guys, it should be your right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch your feet. So now, tap your back leg. It's the one in the back. Again, for you guys right now, it should be your right because you have your left leg in front. We're going to do a back leg roundhouse. So for newer people at home, roundhouse kick is a little bit tricky. The thing I want you to watch is the position of my belly, where it is when I start and where it is when I finish. So I'm going to start with my belly pointing that way. I'm going to pick up my leg and then I'm going to turn and kick. And when I kick, notice my belly is facing the other way. You can't see my foot on the floor, but what my foot is doing as I kick is it's turning as well. So again, it's my back leg, bend, turn, come back where I was. So I'm going whoop, whoop. And 1, back leg, roundhouse and step all the way to the back. 2, and 3. Switch your feet. So now my belly's pointing this way, and I'm going to finish with my belly pointing that way. Kick. See, now my belly's that way. Back to where I started. 2, 3. Let's do one more. 4. All right, reset with your left leg in front. So we're back to our sliding, right? So here's what I want you guys to do. This time we're only going to slide forward 2 times, so we have a little more space for our kicks. So we're going to slide. 1, 2. Front leg front kick, back leg roundhouse. You should still have your left leg in front. Slide back. 1, 2. Front leg, back leg. Hands up. Forward. 1, 2. Front leg, back leg. Backwards. 1, 2. Front leg, back leg. One more time. Forward. Front kick, roundhouse. Backwards. Front kick, roundhouse. You got it. Switch your feet. Hands up. Slide forward. 1, 2. Front leg, back leg. Slide backward. 1, 2. Front leg, back leg. Forward. backward. Just reminding you guys to breathe. Forward one more time. Backwards. All right, couple deep breaths. Yeah, we're working hard today, guys. You guys are doing awesome. We are working hard today. We are moving fast. Fast is good, but we're gonna slow it down a little bit now. We're gonna do a move that is a advanced blue belt and higher move. Newer students at home, just follow along. For you, Helena, even though it's a little bit higher level, I think you can do it fine. You're a little bit older. It'll be maybe a little bit new to you. Newer students at home, it's kind of an advanced knife hand move. Just follow along the best you can. So we're gonna do our Shutsu Mawashi Uke. So for Ruby and B, that's this one, right? So I'm gonna face this way so you guys can see. So I'm gonna pick up my fighting stance, but now I'm gonna open my hands. This hand is out. This hand is in my chest. So it's slightly different chamber. I'm gonna take both hands and I'm gonna put them together low down here by my belt. So if you can see, this is what I'm doing with my hands. They're stacked on top of each other, but they're low down here by my belt. So I'm gonna look down at my legs. You guys should do the same. You'll notice you have a front leg and you have a back leg, and your hands should be in front of the part of your body that's open, not your back where your butt is. If I try to circle this way, I'm gonna get all twisted up. So I wanna circle in front of the part of my body that's open where my belly is. Circle around, keep your hands together till they get all the way up to the sky. Separate them and knife hand. Advanced students who already know this technique, feel free to go a little faster. Everyone else will try again. Slow, hands go down. They go backwards around to the top. They separate and they knife hand. The knife hand is the same as the leg that's in front. 1, down, circle, knife hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch your feet. I'm going to switch sides so you can still see. So notice I'm still on the side of my belly. I just switched to the opposite side. So if you guys were like this, you're now like this, right? Hands go down. They go back on the belly side of your body, not toward your back. And knife. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're going to do this technique moving across the room. If this is your first time ever doing this technique, I want you to just stick with the circular knife hand. If you've done this before, we're going to add a reverse punch to it. So it's going to be knife hand, punch, pull back, and then open that hand. But we're going to do it stepping forward. So right now, left leg, left hand, go. So how do we move in this stance? Right now you should have more weight on your back leg. You should feel a little bouncy back there. Drop your front foot all the way to the floor. Step forward with your back leg, circle. And again, if you're adding the punch, add the punch right there. I'm going to move back again. Drop down onto your front foot, step, circle, or just circle. Either one is fine. One more time. Drop, step, circle. Notice I moved closer to you. So now I'm going to step backwards. So I'm going to slide back. So I switch my feet, circle. Step back the other way, circle. Step back one more time. Move forward. Knee. Sun. Backward. Itch. Knee. Sun. All right, try it by yourself. I'm just going to count. You're going forward now. Itch. So sometimes I come off camera. Knee, to give you guys a chance to not be following me. Sun, if you're new to this, just remember circling, circling. You're going backwards now. Itch, so you're stepping back and circling. Knee, stepping back and circling. One more. Sun, stepping back and circling. Very good. Everyone shake it out. Okay, so we're going to do a couple more kicks. We already did our front kick and our roundhouse. we're gonna work on our crescent kicks right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn my camera so it's facing my wall. So what I want you guys to do right now is find something like a wall that you can put your hand on just to start out with this technique. So my hand's gonna be on my wall, so I'll give you guys a second to maybe find something. It can be a couch, so if you have your hand on the arm of the couch. It can be a chair, so if I had a chair here, I could rest my hand on a chair. If you have a grown-up in the room and they let you hold their hand, the idea is we want balance to not be part of the picture right now. So here I am, I'm on my wall. I'm gonna move back a little bit so we can see a little more. So I'm gonna do my inside crescent kick. So what does that mean? I'm gonna circle my leg around, but I'm holding onto the wall for the first few so I can really get my leg up super high without worrying about falling over. Then we can let go of the wall. So right now we're using the leg that's far away from the wall. Please don't use the leg that's close to the thing you're holding. You're gonna hit it. So my arm is here, but I'm away. Boom, circle, circle, in, up, and around, circle, circle. Okay, so now you're gonna see my back because I'm gonna switch to the other side. Circle. You can't really see me, but I promise I'm circling my leg. Circle, circle, circle. Okay, so you can come away from your wall if you want, but I want you to remember that feeling of being able to balance and kicking really high. And now find a space in the center of your room, and we're gonna still work on that crescent kick. Ready? Itch, circle it around. Knee, sun, chi, and kiai, kiai. Switch your feet, other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so stay there for a second. So we're going to use our imagination a little bit here. You can imagine that I'm here holding out this pad. So if I were like this, this is where we are, right? This is our foot. This is our foot. So you're going to do that circle. Imagine you're kicking my pad. Ready? 1, big circle in the air. If you want to stare right at the screen and use your imagination, you can. 2, 3, hit that pad. 4, 1 more, 5. Switch to the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Put the pad down. Shake out those legs. Shake out those arms. Very nice. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a big open stretch. So I'm going to tilt my camera down a little bit. Okay, so what do I want to do? I want to open my feet nice and big. And I'm going to keep sliding my feet open until my hands can touch the floor. And then I'm going to hold. So I don't want to sit down on my bottom. And I don't want to fall over. So I'm not going to go, notice I'm not going super far. I'm going as far as I can with holding up this position. And hold. 10, 9, 8. So it's like a mini split. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down all the way to the floor. Open your legs in a nice, big, wide straddle. And now lean yourself forward for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your feet together, make a butterfly stretch. Shake out those legs. So we're doing a little bit of stretching because we did a lot of kicking. Butterfly stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up. So, those of you who know, this is the part of the Zoom class where we normally would do kata. We don't do kata on Facebook because it's a little hard for you guys to follow along at home. It's hard to see which way I'm going. I can't see you. If you guys want, those of you who know some katas, when we log off, which is going to be in about 5 minutes, feel free to practice some of your katas at home. For now, we're just going to finish with some conditioning exercises. So I'm standing back up. Today we're going to work on our squats. We're going to do super slow squats today. Today was a lot of leg work, so we're going to finish with those super strong legs. So I'm going to open my feet a little bit wider than my shoulders. You can bring your hands out or across your body like this. It doesn't matter which one. But the idea is instead of going, right, we want to go slow down, 1, 2, and up, 1, 2. Again, my hands could be like this, down and up. So the amount of time it takes you to go down should be at least 2 seconds. The amount of time it takes you to go up should be at least 2 seconds. So we're going to go down, 1, 2, up, 1, 2, down, up, down, up. Keep going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and now hold it down. Again, it doesn't matter where you put your hands so long as you're not using them to rest on your legs. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, hi Maya, 6, 5, 4, 3. If you feel your legs burning, that's great. 2, 2, another 2, and 1. Shake it out. Awesome. So, like I said, we're going to finish our class here. Those of you who are joining us for the first time at home, thank you for following along with our karate class. If you would like some more information about our Zoom classes, which are the ones that are a little more interactive with the teacher and the students at home, feel free to send us a message right here on our Facebook page, and we're happy to get in touch and give you some information. For Ruby and Helena, and who else did we have today? B, and anyone else at home whose name I did not catch, thank you for joining us on Facebook today. Again, if when we log off you want to go practice some of your katas, feel free. Otherwise, we will see you all on Zoom tomorrow. Everyone, feet together, hands together. Close your eyes. Makso. Makso yame. Open your eyes. Step off to the side. Nice, big, strong statue. One more time. Let's give a big wiggle like we did before. And freeze. Awesome. Bow here. Us. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys next time. Awesome work. Bye, B. Bye, Ruby.